Long ago in feudal Japan, in a valley where mist lingered between pine trees and temple bells echoed at dawn, there lived a young samurai named Ren. Ren was intelligent. His mind was sharp and quick to imagine possibilities. He dreamed not only of becoming a skilled warrior, but of mastering strategy, philosophy, poetry, and leadership. He wanted to be exceptional in all things. He spoke often of his future. He studied scrolls late into the night. He reorganized his training schedule endlessly. He crafted elaborate plans for improvement and imagined the day his name would be spoken with respect. Yet when the moment came to practice, his attention wandered. He would begin a sword form, then stop to adjust his grip. He would practice archery, then pause to rethink technique. He would sit to meditate, then drift into thoughts of tomorrow. Ren was not lazy. He was distracted. He believed that because he thought deeply about mastery, he was moving toward it. He believed that refining plans was progress. He believed clarity must come before effort. But clarity never came. Days passed. Weeks folded into months. Other students in the dojo improved steadily. Their movements became efficient. Their focus sharpened. Their presence grew quiet and strong. Ren remained restless. He knew more theory than anyone. He could explain strategy with precision. Yet in sparring, he hesitated. In meditation, he fidgeted. In study, he drifted. One evening, after losing a match to a younger warrior who spoke little and trained much, Ren sat alone beneath a cedar tree. His mind was full. His hands were empty. He realized he had mistaken motion for progress, thought for focus, preparation for practice. Time had slipped away while he rearranged intentions. This story reveals a truth about human nature. Focus is not the natural state of the mind. The mind seeks novelty. It craves stimulation. It avoids discomfort. It leaps from idea to idea like a leaf carried by wind. We believe distraction is harmless. We believe we can begin seriously tomorrow. We believe thinking about action is equal to action. But attention is life. Where attention goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, results follow. When attention is scattered, life becomes scattered. When attention is disciplined, life becomes powerful. The samurai understood this deeply. In their world, a single lapse of focus could mean death. A wandering mind was not a minor inconvenience. It was danger. So they developed a formula. Not dramatic, not complicated, but effective. Miyamoto Musashi wrote that one must see broadly while focusing precisely. He warned against unnecessary movement of the mind. Mastery was not achieved by doing many things at once, but by doing one thing fully. The formula is simple: single task, full presence, daily repetition. Ren once believed he needed the perfect environment to concentrate. He waited for silence. He waited for inspiration. He waited for the right mood. But the world was never silent. Mood was never stable. Conditions were never perfect. The samurai trained in rain. They trained in wind. They trained when tired. They trained when uncertain. To wait for perfect focus is to never begin. Focus is not found. It is forged. Like steel against stone. The first principle is to remove the unnecessary. A sword is effective because it narrows toward a single edge. It does not attempt to be many things at once. The mind must do the same. Ren had filled his days with too many ambitions. A river that splits into many shallow streams loses force. A river that narrows carves mountains. Choose one task, one practice, one direction. Reduce the battlefield of your attention. The second principle is to begin before the mind argues. The mind will suggest checking one more thing. It will recommend adjusting the plan. It will offer delay disguised as preparation. Ren learned that hesitation was the true enemy. The moment resistance appeared, he acted. Action silences argument. The sword that leaves its sheath without hesitation strikes clean. The sword that wavers misses. Focus begins with movement. The third principle is repetition without drama. Ren once trained in bursts of intensity, then drifted for days. He believed extreme effort would compensate for inconsistency. It did not. The samurai practiced daily, not heroically, not emotionally, but steadily. Kaizen teaches that small improvements compound. One precise cut, practiced each day, becomes instinct. One period of undistracted study repeated daily builds. Knowledge deeply rooted, intensity exhausts, consistency transforms. The mountain is climbed in steps so small they seem insignificant, yet those steps conquer stone. The fourth principle is presence over outcome. Ren often practiced while imagining future praise. His body moved, but his mind lived elsewhere. The samurai refined the present moment. When sharpening steel, attention rests on the sound of friction. When walking through rain, attention rests on the rhythm of steps. The present is where mastery grows. If your mind lives in tomorrow, today is wasted. Focus is inhabiting effort. The fifth principle is discipline over emotion. Emotion shifts like weather. Some mornings bring clarity, others bring heaviness. If focus depends on emotion, it collapses. Ren stopped asking how he felt. He asked what his task was. The samurai did not consult mood before battle. They trusted routine. Routine is the armor of attention. The sixth principle is guarding your environment. The mind is shaped by surroundings. A cluttered room breeds a cluttered mind. Constant noise breeds constant distraction. Ren simplified his space. One scroll at a time, one tool at a time. He treated his training area as sacred ground. You cannot sharpen steel in chaos. Remove what divides your focus. Protect what strengthens it. The seventh principle is accepting boredom. Many abandon focus not because the task is difficult, but because it is repetitive. The mind resists sameness, but mastery is repetition. The samurai practiced the same movements thousands of times. Precision grew through monotony. Boredom is not the enemy. It is the doorway. When you remain through boredom, attention deepens. When you escape it, attention weakens a stay. Years later, Ren was no longer restless. His movements were economical, his gaze steady, his presence calm. He had not become strong through sudden revelation. He had become strong through daily focus. He selected one direction and honored it. He began without waiting. He depended on commitment, not mood. The transformation was quiet, but undeniable. This is the Japanese focus formula that actually works. It does not promise instant mastery. It asks for daily attention, intentional repetition, unemotional discipline. The mind will resist. It will crave distraction. It will suggest delay. Return to the task. Return to the breath. Return to the blade. Sharpen it daily. Focus is not a gift. It is a muscle trained through monotony. It is a sword refined through friction. It is a path walked even in rain. If you wait to feel perfectly clear, you may wait forever. If you begin despite distraction, clarity will follow. Strength is not found in feeling ready. Strength is found in acting despite resistance. Do not scatter your attention. Choose one. Narrow your edge. Sharpen it daily. Do not wait. Begin.